is a lot of climbing. I'm at about 115 miles right now. I have over 11,000 feet, or about 11,000 feet of climbing. We still have another 4 to go, at least. 18 miles to Mariposa, where the next rest stop is. In fact, I had to stop just now. My feet were hot spots. And I was going slower and slower. Somebody stopped, gave me some water. They added to my water, so that was good. We are all split apart. Mark is way ahead of me. Igor's way behind me. This has got to stop climbing soon. But that's how we still got more climbing after that. Just nice and steady. Definitely not as strong as it was last year or the years before for this event. Steady as she goes. Okay, give you a status in this segment here. So I got into Mariposa about 5:30, and Igor's way back there, and Mark is gone on. He's got his stuff that we stored at a rest stop, and he's gone. So Igor gets in like 20 minutes later, and then 10 minutes after that, full half hour, we're off again. Guy's suffering worse than I am. When I was there, I had a Coke and a Sprite. So now I'm waiting for my stomach to go back from distending. So it's finally doing that. So I'm at the top of the next climb, and I'm just gonna wait for Igor. He gave me his keys to go up ahead and then just drive back and just check on him, but I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna wait for him. We got lights, and it's getting dark at 7 o'clock, and right now it is 6:21, and we have 18 miles to go. Plans have changed. I'm now going to go to the car, come back and pick Igor up. He's really not doing well. He's basically going to crawl right now, so I got to go and get him. Now, what I forgot to mention is that the 22 miles I talked about from our last rest stop to where our cars are, that includes 3,000 feet of climbing. So I have about 15 miles to go still, and it's 6:41. The sun goes down at 7. Epilogue. Glad to be home. So, how it finished out. Igor had this weird combination of stuff. He gets some real interesting stuff when he's at the stores. And with everything else that was going on, it just didn't settle well in his stomach. So at a certain point, he said, man, you just got to go get the car and go get me. It's about 6:30, have a half hour daylight, and we still had that, 3,000 feet of climbing. So I'm going and going. I text Mark, get in touch with me. I did that previous when I was actually at Mariposa. So I'm going on, I'm trying to get the car. All of a sudden, when I'm 12 miles out, when I'm actually 17 miles out, I get a text from Mark. I say, you better go get Igor, he's not feeling too well. So he goes and gets him, it's dark, so I continue on riding. I see this sign, and I think I'm 4 miles away, and I'm actually 9 miles away. And then I was having trouble with my lights. Whenever I went over a small bump, it would just shut off. And then after 7:30, when I was doing that, it was just darkness. I was already riding the brake on descents. It just made it even worse. So I texted Mark, would you mind coming getting me? And bless his heart, he did. Good thing he was there. He saved our butts. So by the time he got me, it was in Ahwahnee, about 5 miles ago. At that point, when he stopped, he said, man, I knew something was wrong because you had the light in your mouth. I had to stick the light in my mouth so it wouldn't be subject to any of the bumps and then go out. And I was going real slow at that point. And I was like, man, this is going to take like 2 hours to get there. So he gets me, we get there. I ended up with 14,500 feet and 151 miles. It's beautiful up there. No smog, at least no smog like it is down here. The roads are nice, and there wasn't a lot of traffic at all. Yeah, I was even trying to thumb to get a ride when it got real dark, but no one stopped. Glad to be here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.